Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is dimensions in photography, cinematography. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Mr. Nivit Pauly, Assistant Professor, Department of Fine Arts, Lovely Professional University. He has extensive experience in photography, having worked in travel, event, and more. He holds a master's in mass communication and journalism and has organized several workshops also. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Nipun Sharma, senior photographer, John and Jacobs. With over 5 years of experience, Nipun has worked with the numerous brands, including Lenskart and the Indian Army. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Devaditya, BFA, fourth-year student, Lovely Professional University. Specializing in product and fashion photography, he has showcased his work in events like Calcutta Mixtape and more. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Ajmer Singh, Assistant Professor at Lovely Professional University, School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, with over 10 years of teaching experience, joining us today. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side at the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Mr. Nivit Pauly, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Mr. Nivit.
So good morning all. I hope I'm audible to all. If I'm not, please let me know.
You audible, you can continue, Mr. Nivit.
Cool. So Dalvinder ma'am has already given our introduction, so I would not pitch my time into it. But I would love to introduce two of these people, the gentlemen who are here to give their presentation or maybe their opinions or the experiences that they have gained in the industry or while learning in the classroom. So first is Nipun Sharma, and he has a very struggle life initially to become a professional photographer. But then कहते हैं ना मतलब मेहनत रंग लाता है. So that happened to him. Initially, he started to work as a freelance photographer in Mumbai, and then during that duration, his main focus was into fashion, into product, into food. So he started his career as a freelance photographer in the e-commerce industry. Now we have a lot of opinions about e-commerce industry, so he will explain it more better. He started from there, and now he's in Delhi, and now he's working for John and Jacobs eyewears, right? So, and at the same time, he is the senior photographer right now for the brand. And likewise, parallelly, we have Devaditya. He is a final year student in BFA, and his major is photography and minor is applied arts. I will not go into applied. Maybe like we'll have some other session on applied. But at the same time, photography. When he came in the first year, he has the idea like I want to do photography, but then he was I don't know, maybe not sure, maybe not certain that whether I should continue it or not. But again, like he continued, he pursued. He started with photography as his major subject, and again he has also gained some kind of experience. Uh, in the different genres, you can say, like, which comes under e-commerce. So he will be sharing his experiences, and at the same time maybe he will have some few other questions that he has in his mind, while he was doing his practical sessions. So without any delay, let's start with Nipun Sharma. So he has his own presentation. This session is more into what you can say, kind of conservative, not conservative, but then it's more like a discussion. So we'll be presenting the presentation also on that basis. So please, Nipun, I think you can start from here. You're on mute.
I'm sorry. So thank you, Nivit, for introducing me. I'll just share my screen. You guys are able to watch, right? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, it says you are audible, and the screen is also shared. I mean, we can see the screen.
All right, awesome. So guys, as we all know that we are going to talk about artistic dimensions and e-commerce. So first of all, I would like to tell you all ki abhi e-commerce. What is e-commerce photography? So e-commerce is basically जो आप white background shoot the white background shoots that you watch on Amazon, Myntra, or any other marketplace. But now scenario is changing. Now nobody is interested, to be honest, in watching all those white background boring shoots. So now the dimensions have changed, things are changing rapidly on internet. So let's talk about the changing dimensions in e-commerce. So the importance of product and fashion photography, let's talk about it. Product photography, so showcasing your products in best light, literally and figuratively, high quality, well lit, and expertly composed products, shots, build trust and inspire shoppers to add to their carts. Now, if we put a simple, let's say a front angle shot, a boring white background shot, uh, ठीक है उसको लोग देखेंगे बट वो उसको एस्थेटिकली कैसे यू नो उस पर ट्रस्ट कैसे बिल्ड होगा देखने वालों का, या फिर शॉपर्स उसको कार्ट में क्यों ऐड करें, वो क्यों इंटरेस्टिंग लगे। तो हमको वो सब चीजें करनी पड़ती हैं। सिमिलरली विद फैशन फोटोग्राफी, व्हेन वी शूट वी ट्राई टू कैप्चर द एसेंस ऑफ आवर क्लोथिंग एक्सेसरी लाइंस, coupled with emotive fashion photography. And when we talk about emotive fashion, that means जहां पर हम मॉडल के emotions, we try to capture the emotions, because that creates a personal connection between a customer and the brand. Because whenever we go to buy clothes, let's say, we see a poster of okay, we are in the Puma store and we see Virat Kohli's poster in a T-shirt or a joggers. We don't see Virat Kohli in that poster. We see ourselves कि वो हमारे ऊपर कैसा लगेगा, how
बेसिकली मतलब अटेंशन ग्रैब कराने का
exactly. So we just want to create that that connection between the customer and the brand. Similarly, now brand cohesion is also important. So consistent visual branding across all the e-commerce platforms, like whatever the brand guidelines uh, of the product of the company, we should keep that in mind while shooting the brand. Like for example, in Lenskart, what we do is we cannot show eyewear at any other place other than the face itself. So we have to keep that that consistency in throughout our product shoots and our model shoots. For example, like talking about this product photography, I'll show you some references. So these are the shots that we have done. This is this particular image. I'll zoom into it. This is the Masaba X John Jacobs collection. So all these designs, these are the ideation done by Masaba Gupta herself. This is so we had that brief, because if you see, there are some small starfish, shell, and some other ocean elements to it. So we wanted to create a set underwater, and so we have added salt sand, sea sand, and the corals at the back. Then similarly, this one we are showcasing the packaging, the hard case that comes with the eyewear. Again, similar brand guidelines. We wanted to follow the the pattern, the consistency is there. This Now, if we see this one, we shot this entire, like all our product shoots we do it in a closed space internally, like in a studio. For example, in this image, we have created this whole set. If you see these plants, like these small plants, these are the real plants. This on the other side is a backdrop. We have printed it on a A0 sheet. This is like we took this grass out from a playground, and we just planted it on the table. We added a stick to it and just styled our eyewear on it. So
Nipun,
everything.
I would love to. I mean, I don't like to interrupt, but then I would love to interrupt here right now because I have this curiosity, you can say. So whenever we push our student, we ask them to, get the references from Pinterest, or maybe check out the YouTube links for that, so that they can experiment with the different kind of lighting setups and everything,
Right, right.
along with the guidance that we provide, right? So, what was the most challenging part, or what is the most challenging part when you go for the themes, or selecting a particular set, or lighting setups?
Mhm. See, conducting a conducting a full-blown shoot is itself very challenging because we cannot create something that has been already done in the past with some other brand, or be it on John Jacobs eyewear. We cannot create anything that has been done in the past. We have to create something new. Even if we are taking references from Pinterest, for example, we cannot just copy paste the reference, right?
Yeah.
Because we are trying to create something new. So Pinterest or any other website from like when we are taking the references, we cannot just copy paste some other work because it can lead us to copyright infringement, and
Yes. Yes.
a legal suit will be there. So minor changes will be appreciated if you guys do, but never copy the same thing.
So,
Should
out
I
of
move
all the
forward?
shoots that you have done so far, which one was the most difficult one for you? I mean, like this one or the other products that you have done?
See, to be honest, talking about myself, every shoot is a new shoot, and every shoot is difficult because we try to achieve something new, something different from the previous shoots. Be it like, for example, this one we shot it, we made it look like a seabed. This one was completely nature because it was eco-acetate, biodegradable products. This one, on the other hand, this is the titanium collection. So titanium comes from Earth's crust. It's a natural element. So we wanted to create something. So we created this pole-looking tiles. These are like ordinary tiles. We just painted them black. So these are cool-looking tiles, and we just placed our eyewear, which was popping out very nice on a darker background. So yeah, every shoot is difficult. It just depends how you handle it.
Fine, fine, fine. Okay, let's continue again then.
All right. So moving forward, now we were talking about capturing the essence of the brand. So how can we do that? So simply by creating a mood, authenticity, by showcasing the authenticity about the brand, and a storytelling in the imagery. Storytelling can be, picture wise, or be it a motion picture, say videos. So establishing the desired mood and emotional tone to guide our photography direction, whether it is aspirational, minimalist, or energetic. So nowadays, what we see is the time has gone when we used to, style with a hell lot of props in the background, which tend to, distract the viewer from the main product, and it takes uh, the point of view to some other background element, which we do not want. So we are trying to, create minimalist approach to our shoots nowadays. Authenticity is also important, showcasing our products in a way that aligns with our brand values and resonate with our target audience. Like, for example, this imagery, this is uh, eco-acetate, which is biodegradable, and we all know that all the brands in these days are moving towards uh, biodegradable, assets, whatever they are producing, be it clothes, be it any product. So it is very important, that the values of our shoot that resonates with our target audience.
So
Otherwise,
basically, the brands are like looking into the sustainable lifestyle so that it can be a good impact on the society also. It's
exactly,
like they're thinking
exactly,
good. They're thinking wise. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So now what's happening is like temperature is rising. Animals are dying. So now we have to, like, as a brand, we have to think about the sustaining, right? So we have moved our focus to sustainability, and brands are doing pretty well on these grounds. So similarly, storytelling, as we were talking about, storytelling is also important because by using our photography to, to make a compelling narrative that brings a brand to life, and capture the imagination of potential customers. So what happens? Our R&D teams, they go into the field. They ask people, be it in our own office or somewhere outside. So they ask people how they want their eyewear to be or what they want in their eyewears. So they tell us, they tell the production team, they produce, then we get the brief, and accordingly we shoot the products. So moving on to the storytelling part, I would like to show you a small video which is about the summer collection that we had. We had the brief about going to the beach and chilling with your eyewear on. So I'll just show you a 20-second video. So this was the video. So we had the brief that we had to shoot it in 1 hour without any models, without any sort of preparation. So what we did was, if I'll just play it again. So we just got this sand in the background that you can see. I'll just okay. Just pause it here. Okay. So now if you see, so we just got this sand from a building right next to us, under construction building. We had these props from another shoot. ये हमने canteen से, like, we got these lemons. We had this jute bag and a leaf shadow that you are seeing uh, on the edges. So we had that leaf वो कहीं से मिल जाता, that's an areca palm. So एक single light लगा के, एक reflector लगा के, we just did this shoot in we got 1 hour and we shot this in 40 minutes, including everything, the props and all.
I want to add actually few things, okay, because in between my network was gone. So one is, as you said, like the brands are looking into sustainable lifestyle. Being an LPU, we are actually following the standards, or you can say the current trends in the market, and at the
Hmm.
same time we are following the best organizations who are providing the details, for a good lifestyle, for a good healthy lifestyle. So right, we are following the UN developed SDG goals, and in that SDG goals, like this are the main things that we are supposed to incorporate in our syllabus or in our teaching, maybe you can say.
Hmm.
So I'm impressed to hear about this part, like the even the brands are thinking about those kind of things on a very serious note, and they are implementing those kind of things in their products also. And
Because
one
they
more
will
thing
have
that I
them, and
want
there
to
is no
add.
planet B, right?
Yeah. And one more thing that I loved about the ad is that the one that you showed right away. Uh, it was like meant to have no models in the video.
Yes,
So
yes,
the way the concept was developed, I'm pretty impressed about it. I mean, like with the few things that you can manage here and there, and or you can get in the cheaper mode of way.
right.
Am I visible and audible also? Because I'm getting very wrong messages. Okay. So the way you guys, came up with the idea of the sand, the shells, and orange to represent the summers, the
Right.
vibe of the summers. The way it is presented, decorated. So I will ask this. Okay. So right now we are asking our students, or maybe you can say we are pushing our students to do their own styling,
Right.
bring up their own concepts,
Of
and
course.
like or create a theme which is going according to the season, right? So one more
Mhm.
thing that I can add further in my like upcoming lectures or in my future classes will be like to implement the thoughts of sustainable lifestyle also when it comes to product and fashion. maybe like the product might not be representing it, but how they can represent those kind of things, I'll do that. So my
Right.
point is, or my question is, you have a team with you to do the styling or to choose the properties or for the light and everything, or maybe even if you have the team, you are leading them or something like that, how it works
Uh,
out in the industry?
right. So, yes, we do have a team. So I have a stylist and a junior photographer with me. Uh, See, when you are doing these things professionally on a larger scale, for example, in our case, Lenskart, it is very important to have a team because you cannot do everything alone. You cannot be a lone wolf, I would say. And you should never try to, do all things on your own because at some point or the other, you are going to screw it up. To be honest, no matter how good you are in styling and shooting, but at some point or the other, you would need some external help. So I'd say, see, first of all, your visualization should be very good. Because if you cannot visualize, you cannot create the scene, you cannot create the mood that you want to create, right? You don't know, you have a blank space in your head, you don't know what to do, what to shoot. So it's very important to have a stylist on your team, which will take care about all the other aspects other than the shooting thing. So you can focus on what lenses you want, what kind of lighting you want, लाइट कहाँ से आएगा, रिफ्लेक्टर कहाँ ऐड होगा. सो यू कैन फोकस ऑन दैट पार्ट रादर देन कि मेरे को नींबू लेके आने हैं, मेरे को लाइट के लिए दैट लीफ आई वांट. सो यस, ऑफ कोर्स. सो सबसे पहले विजुअलाइजेशन, एज अ फोटोग्राफर और वीडियोग्राफर, आपका विजुअलाइजेशन स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए. उसके बाद में यू शुड गेट अ स्टाइलिस्ट ऑन बोर्ड. Then of course light and equipments matters a lot. So yeah,
जरूरी है ही है. Okay, okay.
बिल्कुल.
I would love to add Dev Aditya also here, because I think even he might have some questions to us because he has gone through the phases of product photography and fashion photography. So please, Dev, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yes, sir. I have lot of queries. Like, I want to know in the industries, what type of gears they use. Basically, what type of lenses for this video shoot and the product shoots.
Right. Devaditya, so you must have seen all those videos where, big shot photographers talk about you don't need high-end gears for the shooting. You actually need high-end gears. I tell you how. See, of course, to learn you don't need high-end photographers, high-end gears. You can just learn on a basic camera, basic lights. Uh, but when it comes to producing for a major brand, for a major level, like for example, you cannot shoot with a ordinary, let's say 600D Canon 600D for a brand like Gucci or brand like Prada, because see, sensor matters a lot, megapixels matters a lot, the camera, the lens you are attaching to the lens matters a lot. So of course, for learning things, to uh, having that vision in your head, you don't need the camera, you don't need any gear. Whatever you have, it's good enough. Be it your phone, be it your basic camera, it is good enough. But when it comes to producing high quality, then you must have good gears, and you don't have to buy it, to be honest, because nobody was there to tell me कि ये सब चीजें rent पे भी मिलती हैं. So you can just get these things easily on per day rent. Like for example, you can get a R5, which is a latest camera जो अभी standard हम use करते हैं industry
Yes.
में for photography. You can get in 1200 rupees one day. And the lights are different lights have different prices, so you can get those on rental actually.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
तो बेसिकली
but
देवादित्य, पॉइंट
I'm
ये
sorry.
है, एक बार इंडस्ट्री में आ जाओगे तो आई एम सॉरी, यस निपुन, प्लीज कंटिन्यू यार.
Yes, I just wanted to add just one last thing कि सीखने के लिए आपको हाई एंड गियर नहीं चाहिए, बट जस्ट आपकी जो क्वालिटी है उसको इंक्रीज करने के लिए यू नीड द हाई एंड गियर, दैट्स
Thank
इट.
you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
राइट राइट राइट.
Thank you,
सो मैं
sir.
यही बोल रहा था, लाइक वन यू लर्न द प्रोसेस, once you are into the industry, they will support you according to the requirements that you have
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
fulfill their
Yes, of course.
product or the services that they're asking for.
Mm.
Nipun, are you done with the presentation, or shall we continue from there, or else I'll ask Devaditya to show his profile that he has done here in LPU as a student of fine art and as a
See,
major of photography.
I have few pages left, if you can allow me,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Let's finish off that first. Let's finish off that first.
okay. So as we were talking about, equipments and things, so lighting, let's talk about lighting and composition techniques. So lighting, as I said, very important. Experimenting with the natural and studio lights is a must, I would say. Devaditya, please. So do experiment, see how light is, behaving when it is, when you are in the natural habitat, or when in studio, when you are controlling the light on your own. See how the shadows are falling, how, how you can uh, soften the shadows, because that is very important. Angles, play with angles, like take lower angles, closer, different angles, top angle, like play with angles, and then in the post production, see what fits best.
But when it comes to angles, I believe because it's a eye gear like brand, and uh, I think most of the time you are actually taking from the eye level. We are not experimenting much with low angle and high angle. I mean, I'm just asking out of my curiosity. I mean, like, just because is
Mm-hmm.
it eye gear, so we are using it in eye level, or are you guys experimenting with the low level and I mean, like, the low angle or the high angle also?
See, the major thing is that it is the brand guideline that we cannot cross. We have to be in that zone. So the brand guideline says that we have to show the actual the shape of the eyewear,
Shape
because
of
if
the eye.
I
Okay, okay.
from the top you cannot see the if the
Shape of
eyewear
it.
is
Yes, yes,
oval,
understand. Yes.
aviator. So so we'll have to take it from the front angle. Uh,
Right.
Similarly, like framing your frame is very important. कि product कहाँ पे आएगा, similarly पीछे products, the props वो कैसे आएंगे. That is very important, because हम कोई भी चीज कंज्यूम करने से पहले, लाइक उसको सीधा पहनने से पहले या फिर खाने से पहले, हम उसको अपनी आंखों से कंज्यूम करते हैं, राइट. So if it is not eye catchy, there is no point of
No
doing.
point. Yes, exactly. True.
And similarly, depth of field is important, because it brings out the product from your background. Like for example, if there is uh, a busier background, I'll keep my depth of field very shallow, because I don't want to show and distract the audience with the background or the props. So I'll just keep a shallow depth of field. So talking about these 4 points now, I would like to show another 15-second video, if you may allow. So this is for the hip hop collection that we shot with different angles and lighting. So this
I love the, like, the styling part. I mean, the properties chosen are so appropriate. Like, I mean, my eyes are watering right now. I'm so happy to see that.
thank
But
you.
again, the thing is the disc jockey. I mean, like the disc, the old model stereo, the
Hmm.
disco ball that is representing there the hip hop culture altogether. So it's more like hip hop culture in the '90s style, maybe, or the late '80s style. When the hip hop was emerging or was coming into the limelight. So the styling part is obviously amazing. Again, one particular thing that I noticed is
Hmm.
you're not only showing the frame, but you're also showing the, I don't know what to call this thing, this particular thing, but you're showing that also. So you're highlighting the
Okay.
particular areas or the particular points of the product also. So
We have
like
to show
again
all
this.
the aspects, be it am I visible in the screen or just
Ah,
my
yeah, yeah,
screen?
yeah, you are.
Okay. So when we, like, for example, I'm having this eyewear right now in my hand. So when we are shooting this, now this has these kind of details. If you see, the brand name is there,
Ah, yes,
logo is
exactly.
there. The material, it is acetate, the transparent plastic thing, you can say,
Yeah.
acetate, we call it. So we have to cover all the aspects. Like, for example, these are called hinges. So we have to show the hinges, the temple part, the main frame, the front, how it will look. So yes, we have to
And
showcase
you have to show all these things in 30 seconds, 30 or 45 seconds max.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
the, I think that is the, like, worst challenge that you can ever face, and the best learning also that you can get out of it.
See, to get these 30-second or 15-second videos, we have to shoot for like 2.5 hours, and then we cut, and make a shorter video.
Yeah,
Uh,
like people think, or maybe like the general audience think, it's a very easy task. You are just getting some random shots and then you are editing it and it's done. I mean, like since the reels have become popular, since the TikTok has become popular, people think
right.
like it's very easy job or a easy task to do. Anyone can do it. But then those who are in the industry, or those who are working for the brands, those who are actually
No, even
making their portfolio, they know the struggle, how much time it consumes,
even even
how many
Nimit,
days it takes.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but
No, 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 it's okay.
even nowadays, when we go to a meeting with the client, uh, they they have that audacity to say कि एक बटन ही तो दबाना है,
हाँ.
लेकिन बटन दबाने के पीछे का जो प्रोसेस है, ऑल द प्री प्रोडक्शन, द सोर्सिंग, सब कुछ अलाइन करना, उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा. Nobody talks about that, which is disheartening. But anyway, so
But
getting back on the
yes, yes,
topic,
yes.
so let's not move away. So I wanted to show, the people who have joined, how we light our products. Like, for example, if you see, this is okay. Avoid my face. I don't know. I was just doing something. So anyway, so to lighting this product, like if you can see here in the eyewear, so we have uh, tied it up with a fish wire, and we applied one, two, three, and there is another light in front of the camera to light the product, and then we added a smoke to it, and when we shot, this was the result
The
after
result.
shooting.
And
So
I can assure you one thing: you will see something like this very soon. Once Devaditya show his portfolio.
no, no, I'm sure, and I would love to see. So these kind of environment can be created easily, and then a little bit of retouching in the post production can do wonders. Similarly, for a fashion shoot, what we did was, if you see, we have used three lights. One from exactly top, if you see this one. One for the background, यहाँ पे एक नीचे acrylic sheet है जिससे ये पीछे pattern आ रहा है. And the other one was to light up the whole the dress that model is wearing. And after that, like for this image here, so we switched off this light जो यहाँ पे साइड से आ रही है, and we just use the top light, और मॉडल को हमने थोड़ा सा आगे करके बिठा दिया so that shadow falls, uh, like it should create some shadows on the righter side of the model, as you can see, to bring out more details. अगर हम सब लाइट ऑन कर देते हैं और उसको लाइट के बिल्कुल नीचे बिठा देते तो वहां पे कोई भी डिटेल्स नहीं होते. तो डिटेल्स, ब्रिंगिंग आउट द डिटेल्स फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Similarly, for this photo, we switched off this light and used this light on the model from the left hand side, and to create that consistency what we I was talking about, we have that background light, this one, that is creating a pattern at the back. Uh, so coming back to the PPT, storytelling, as I was saying, is through visuals is very important. How we can show the stories by emotive narratives, as I explained earlier, by capturing the emotions on the in the model's face. As I have written, also creating visually captivating narratives that evoke emotions and allow viewers to envision themselves यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट्स की ये चश्मा अगर आप देखो तो मैं चश्मा पहन के कैसा लगूंगा, तो हम वो कनेक्शन बनाना चाहते हैं हमारे कस्टमर्स के साथ में. देन contextual styling is very important, as I mentioned earlier, कि style your products in a relevant and aspirational settings and showcase how they can be used in real life situation, uh, because whatever imagery you are creating, it should have some level of aspirational value to it, because जब तक व्यूअर के मन में ये चीज नहीं आएगी कि मुझे ये खरीदना है या पहनना है या यूज करना है प्रोडक्ट, तब तक देयर इज नो पॉइंट. एंड
As we started the connection, वो connection बनाना बहुत जरूरी है audience के
कनेक्शन
साथ और
एग्जैक्टली.
product के साथ, and you as a mediator you have to do it very well.
एग्जैक्टली अगर अब यहीं पे इस इमेज में हमने ये बैकग्राउंड, सॉलिड बैकग्राउंड ना लेके सिंपली जो मॉडल यहाँ पीछे खड़ी है हमने मॉडल दिखा दो, तो दैट कुड बी डिजास्टरस आई वुड से, बट दिस वाज अ
Yeah.
piece of art. Anyway, so last but not the least, thematic consistency, as I was talking about in this shoot, like there is some consistency in the shoot, right? So similarly, this is the latest campaign that I have worked on. So we were shooting this.
This is outdoor though, I believe. This is outdoor
This is
shoot, I
this is
believe.
this is outdoor. We shot this in a Garden of Five Senses in Delhi.
Okay.
So we rented out this whole garden for a day. So now we were shooting this. Now this is the eco acetate collection, which is biodegradable. I was telling you about. So now everything, now the consistency, as I was saying, consistency should be there. So these clothes are biodegradable. These are cotton clothes. Greenery, plants, everything is there to make that consistency. Now we were taking this shot. I was like, after seeing this shot, I was like, something is missing. Then I turned to my stylist, that was Gopalika Vermani. So I told her, ki, something is missing. I need something that brings out the fun in the imagery. So she was holding these little flowers. I was like, just add these in the background. So these, she just put the flowers randomly here and there, but keeping in mind not too much. You cannot you cannot fill up your frame with distracting elements.
Yeah,
So
like basically the attention will go towards the flower rather than going towards the frame.
exactly. So we
I
just
understand
wanted
that
to
one.
give it a punch of color, which was absent in this imagery, like this one. So we just
Yeah,
added
yeah,
small flowers here and there, and everything just turned out to be nice. And talking about consistency, because it was eco-acetate, we cannot show any plastic element, any other non-biodegradable product. So just simple trees, cotton clothes, and that's it. Yeah, it was a
and
fun.
I love one more thing in this particular two shots. The background, I mean the property, which is the tree and the tree trunks or the branches, the
Right,
color of the dress are same. Generally, there's a concept of contrasting the subject and the background, or use different colors or
right.
intimidating colors. So, and likewise in the second photo also, the color of the trunk is very much visible as brown, and the dress is also brown, right? So, and it's going very well also. It's very pleasing. It's not like disturbing, and the whole attention is going towards the frame only. I love
Exactly.
I love that part.
So that is the main aspect of shooting the product, that you cannot distract your audience. So that is why we added these things.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So, and last but not the least, guys, use the trends, like go on social media, see what is trending, what kind of uh, trend is there, be it video or photos, and use those trends in your imagery or in your videos to get that attention, to get that those likes on your videos. So play minimalistic, use minimalistic approach to your shoots. Keep it very clean and simple, visually striking, and minimalist photography or cinematography that aligns with the modern aesthetics and appeals to a wider audience. Because, as I mentioned earlier in the start, you cannot just put random stuff in the background and make it uh, distracting image. So yeah,
There's a fun fact over here. The market is dominated by the Gen Z, but the concept is going with the minimalism. The minimalism. So
yeah.
it's
So
very
this is
impressive.
I don't know, like Gen Z कैसे कर रहे हैं ये चीज, but this is I really love about Gen Z. So they have brought this minimalistic fashion trend, or the
Begin onto the platform.
aesthetics
Yes, yes.
exactly to the platforms. Uh, but yes, जैसे भी हुआ है ये change, but this change is very good, because now we are Now it is possible to showcase our product rather than focusing on कि हमारा background कैसा है. So talk about sustainability uh, in your photographs or your uh, videos. Talk about sustainability because sustainability is something that is going up अभी आज के time पे. Every brand is talking
We
about.
all need to promote it in our own and in our own field. Maybe you can say that way. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So every brand talk about Adidas, talk about Lenskart, for example. Every brand is talking about sustainability. If you show sustainability in any way possible, that will be good for you. And of course, inclusivity, embrace diverse representation in your e-commerce imagery because now the time has gone. If you do a little research on the brands nowadays, the time has gone when there used to be the boring catalog shoots. Now the catalog shoots are very fun. Like for example, the couple of images that you saw above, like for example, these are
Hmm.
the catalog images.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And even if you go on their website, that is madzenlabel.com, you will have that, idea, what I'm saying, a better idea ki how e-commerce of photography is changing. So Devaditya and other people who are watching this, I would like to tell you all, don't shoot anything boring, plain white background, catalogs. That is a thing in the past. Now, creative stuff is coming out. Like, for example, yesterday we were having a meeting. So they said कि हमको एक marketplace के लिए shoot करना है. Marketplaces, Amazon, Flipkart, and
चांदनी.
stuff like.
अच्छा अच्छा.
So now they told us कि मार्केट प्लेस के लिए शूट करना है. आई वाज लाइक वेरी कैजुअली कि हाँ ठीक है, वाइट बैकग्राउंड ही तो करना है. दे वर लाइक नहीं, वाइट बैकग्राउंड नहीं करना है हमें. काफी मिनिमलिस्टिक अप्रोच के साथ में वाइट बैकग्राउंड पे ही, लेकिन काफी स्टाइलाइज्ड, नॉट बहुत ज्यादा, बट एक मिनिमलिस्टिक अप्रोच के साथ में हमें ये अचीव करना है जो कि अब मार्केट प्लेस पे जा रहा है. सो एक और ट्रेंड चेंज हो गया है. So move on from that boring catalog
It
shoots.
will keep on changing. I believe it.
It
It
will
will
keep
keep
on
on
changing,
changing.
of course, with the time. It will keep on changing, but change your style,
It's good.
change your
Change
thing.
is good.
Yes,
Nipun, I'm sorry, we are running out of time, so I'll interrupt you here on purpose, and I would switch on to Devaditya so that he
sure,
can showcase his portfolio. And obviously, he might have questions according to that. So let's do that on a in the process of communication, right?
sure, 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 sure.
So Dev, you can start with your presentation, show
Yes,
your
sir.
portfolio, and even start asking your firing your questions also.
Yes, sir.
You
Thank you,
genuinely
sir.
have. Don't.
So आई थिंक सर को पसंद आएगा कि नहीं पसंद आएगा पता नहीं. मेरा पोर्टफोलियो इतना भी खास
वो
नहीं है.
सर डिसाइड कर लेंगे. Don't worry about that part. Just show your work.
ओके. स्लाइड इज. तो बेसिकली जो 3 साल में मैंने करके आया हूँ वही मैं प्रेजेंट करने जा रहा हूँ अभी. तो फैशन सूट्स में मैंने जो ये रेट्रो स्टाइल में किया था, तो ये सूट्स मैंने किया. हम्म,
These are like the inside the university. The theme was outdoor, but it is shot in inside the university.
और मैंने ये डबल एक्सपोजर में ट्राई किया. मतलब मैं एक्चुअली सोनी यूज़र हूँ, पर यूनिवर्सिटी जो प्रोवाइड करता है कैनन का, तो मैंने देखा कि उसमें फीचर है, तो क्यों ना यूज़ किया जाए. तो मैंने सोचा कि कुछ ट्राई कर सकते हैं इससे.
ये इनका फैशन बेस्ड था, बट इसमें कैंपेन का कंसेप्ट डाला हुआ है. ऑल द प्रोडक्ट्स दिस गर्ल्स आर वेयरिंग और दिस द मॉडल्स आर वेयरिंग आर फ्रॉम H&M. ये स्पेसिफिकली H&M को मतलब प्रमोट करते हुए, उनके
रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा
प्रोडक्ट्स को
था.
हाईलाइट करते हुए शूट किया गया है. प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
दिस इज सम आई मीन प्रोडक्ट सूट्स, द कैमरन प्रोडक्ट्स.
Devaditya is one of the students who follows line, shape, and form a lot in his photos. I think it's pretty much visible, right?
And this is
This
one
is
of
this
my
is what I was
love.
talking about.
This is one of my I mean best, I think, so sorts.
और यहाँ पे प्रोसेस वो लेविटेशन का प्रोसेस ही मतलब प्रमोट किया गया है एक तरीके से. माय मोटो इज वेरी मच क्लियर. बाय द टाइम दिस पीपल लाइक लीव द यूनिवर्सिटी, दे शुड हैव वैरायटी ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो व्हिच रिप्रेजेंट्स वैरायटी ऑफ स्टाइल्स और मे बी थीम्स, right? So I ask them to bring the product, I give them the theme. So like this time you have to make your products fly, or maybe this time you have to use the I'm sorry, yeah, please. You're on mute, Nipun, you're on mute again.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I add something here, Devaditya? Can
Yeah,
you
Yes,
yeah,
just
sir.
please,
go
please.
back one slide? Try to control these highlights. If you can see in the left image on the righter part top, try to
Yes, sir.
control those highlights. Don't lose the details in the product.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so control that. Anyway, let's go ahead. Because when the highlights come, the details tend to, we
Goes
tend
actually,
to
yes,
delete.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. This is bold. Nice. Add reflectors, dude. Add reflectors. You can do wonders with your photography.
Yes, sir.
Again,
Again,
see,
sir,
there's
double
again a concept of double exposure. Yes, yes, yes.
exposure. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
बट ये डबल होते होते ट्रिपल क्वाड्रिपल भी हो गए.
एक चीज मैंने स्पेसिफिकली यहाँ पे सजेस्ट किया था, वो ये था कि मतलब अच्छा है, मतलब वो फोकस लाइट दिया जा रहा है और प्रोडक्ट को उस बेसिस में दिखाया जा रहा है, डबल एक्सपोजर का एक्सपेरिमेंट हो रहा है, बट आई पर्सनली फील ब्लैक बैकग्राउंड शायद सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है. मतलब प्रोडक्ट उसके अंदर बीच में कहीं ना कहीं छिप रहा है. सो
See, like
इफ
for
यू हैव एनी
example, talking
सजेशंस.
about this black product here, of course, black में merge हो रहा है. So if I was you, Devaditya, I would have given a very soft light from the back to give a beautiful rim effect on the top of the bottle. So it brings out the product from the background.
बैकग्राउंड.
Yes, sir.
So play with multiple lights. Play with multiple lights. Like this red background, red product is nice because it is not merging with the background. But
Yes, sir.
sometimes what happens, black on black, white on white. So
या
play with
इट गेट मच.
I will figure out, sir.
like these are the things that you will learn as you experiment. So do as much experiment as you want.
Yes, sir. And thank you, sir. Here I am.
So Dev, you have last chance. If you have any questions to ask, please go ahead right now.
Yes, sir. I have a question like this is my last year. Like I am a fourth year student, and basically after that I am going for job. So इंडस्ट्रीज में जो सीवी अपलोड करते हैं हम, तो उधर वो लोग क्या देखते हैं सीवी में ऐसा कि वो मतलब उससे देख के हमें रिक्रूट करे.
यार टू बी ऑनेस्ट सीवी में कोई कुछ नहीं देखता. सीवी बस एक सर्टिफिकेट है कि आपने ग्रेजुएशन कर लिया है या आपकी जो मिनिमम पढ़ाई क्या है. दो
तो
चीज एक
बेसिकली
मैटर करती है, आपका पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस. ठीक है, आपने किन ब्रांड्स के साथ काम किया है, किन ब्रांड्स पे काम किया है. और उससे ज्यादा मैटर करता है कि व्हाट आर यू ब्रिंगिंग टू द टेबल फॉर द कंपनी. आप क्या कर सकते हो. ठीक है.
तो बेसिकली सर आई
तो
एम ए फ्रेशर, तो आपका क्या
नहीं नहीं
राय
नहीं, बट
से.
यू आर लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दैट एक्सबॉक्स वाला जो कंसोल था,
Yes,
इमेजरी इज वेरी गुड. दीज लाइक थ्री विद टॉप लाइट्स, वो इमेजरी इज गुड. फैशन फोटोग्राफी माय फ्रेंड अच्छी हो सकती है, उसमें थोड़ा सा काम और करना पड़ेगा लाइक पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन और लाइटिंग में. एज आई सेड,
yes, sir.
प्ले विद लाइट्स. कभी भी ऐसे लाइक फ्लैट लाइट मत यूज करो. एक साइड से थोड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइट, एक साइड से शैडोज आने दो. शैडोज ब्रिंग्स आउट the very essence
हाँ.
of the product or the person in the image. So
Yes, sir.
experiment. Just
Okay,
do
sir.
whatever you feel like. Experiment with the lights.
Okay, sir.
Don't rigid yourself कि आपने कोर्स में क्या सीखा है, यूट्यूब पे क्या सिखा रहे हैं. उन्होंने पैसा बना लिया यूट्यूब पे वीडियो डाल के. आप अपना एक्सपेरिमेंट करो. एक लाइट लगाओ, दूसरी लाइट को धीरे धीरे ऐड करो, क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, फोकस ऑन दैट एंड you will go
Okay, sir.
ahead. And of course, one last thing I'll add, confidence.
Yes, sir.
आपके पास कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, आपने किसी चीज पे काम नहीं किया, बट यू नो हाउ टू डील विद पर्सन. कॉन्फिडेंस, जस्ट शो
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
confidence and you will go.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Nivit, Mr. Nipun,
I
and
think we
Mr.
should.
Aditya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So it was a wonderful
यही बोलने
session.
के मैं आ रहा था.
So it was a wonderful interaction session. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Mr. Ajmer Singh, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Ajmer.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me share the screen.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Good morning, everyone. It was very good to know that these kind of things can be done. So I think we learn in this session that from where a basic a student can start and what actually a professional viewpoint required to achieve all these things. But now I'm here sharing few key points that if students want to pursue their career in the fine arts, in the photography, and why the LPU is the good option for them. So recently, if you can see, we have achieved the accreditation with the NAC A++, which is the highest grade, all right? And so we got 3.68 on the scale of 4, right? Which is again, we also have the other approvals also. If I'm talking about the NAC, after NAC, we also have the UGC recognition. We also have the, you can say, agriculture for other disciplines also, for other programs also. We have the National Council for Teacher Educations, right? For architecture program, we have the COA. For law program, we have the Bar Council of India approvals and many more. Okay, so the list is, you can say, the countless, right? Recently, the in Woody we ranked second. Clear, in the first attempt. In our first attempt, we participate in the Woody ranking, right? And we also ranked third in the Atal Ranking Institute ranking and innovations. So that all include. University is not behind on the point of view of sports and extracurricular activity. So recently, our students participated uh, in the Olympics and won good gold medal, one silver medal, and two bronze medal also. Okay. So these are few more highlights from the sports. If I'm talking about the exposure of the student to the, you can say, uh, highly reputed personalities in India or all over the world. So we have the Indian Science Congress where Honorable Prime Minister participate and found. Then we have on the convocations also many personality visitor university and guide the students. Okay. Uh, Also for the entertainment, so student also get the opportunity to interact with the sports and the you can say film star personalities, right? Then, if I'm talking about the infrastructure, we have very huge infrastructure. Right now, you're able to see the picture of the auditorium, which has the capacity of 2,500 plus sitting capacity. You can see some of the computer labs. You can see the brighter view of the library. Clear. And this is again the architecture. This is the picture of the Unimall, which is available inside the campus. Clear. Student can get their daily need things from the Unimall. They don't need to go outside the campus. If you are fitness free, the gym is available. Clear. Some indoor, you can say games are available. Bowling is available. Medical is also available. Hospital. We have almost 50-bed hospital inside the campus. We are also talking about the renewable energy. Clear. University have its own solar generation plants. Clear. This is very beautiful view of the university campus. Clear. We have few more indoor games also, right? Badminton, shootings. Clear. So with study, if you have interest in the gaming, that is also a good opportunity for you. Okay. Indoor swimming pool. I will show you some of the things from website that if you want to apply for a selected program with the fine arts, so where you can easily go. What are the few simple steps which you can follow to apply it. So let me go to the live website. Okay. So let's suppose this is our university website. You simply need to type lpu.in. So on the top, you're able to see here admission, and you just need to select the regular program. Okay. In the regular program, you can opt for the discipline. So right now we are talking about the fine arts. So if you scroll a little bit, here you will see the fine arts programs are available. When you select it here, you will be able to see the two available program. One is the BA Fine Arts and another one is the BFA 4-year program. So whatever you want to select according to your requirement, you can select and you can simply click on apply now. So once you click on apply now, with basic detail, simple detail, you can sign up and you can proceed further. If you still have any query, you can type in the chat or you can ask here, clear related to admission. I am here or related to your concept, panel member is still here. Thank you. Thank you again.
So thank you so very much, Mr. Ajmer Singh. So once again, thanks to to everyone. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.